And it is showtime. Welcome, everyone. I'm happy that you're joining me. Love having you come back. Love having you join for the first time. My name is Marilyn, Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. And we're having a windy, cloudy day for most of the day here today, and now the sun is shining, but most of us in this part of the country are hoping for rain. We have forest fires around us all over the place, and it's scary. It's really scary. So hopefully all of you will stay safe wherever you are. And I'd like to invite you to keep making and sending cards to make our world a better place. That's what our mission should be, right? So thank you, Faye, for being here again with me and helping moderate and keep things going. And I'll just go through a few things, and then I'm going to show you some new catalog things, and we'll make a card. This is the card we're going to make, a Stairway Z fold, which, as you might suspect, was Sue Stampfield card again, because she does so many great ones. And our annual catalog started this week. It was an amazing day. Everybody gets to see it online or in person if you have one. If you don't have one and you live in Canada, let me know and I can send you one. We currently also have a join special, one of the best. You get $85 extra if you join before the end of May. So let me know if you're interested, or just check online. There's information on my site there. And my card classes, Friday Zoom with friends at 1 o'clock, 12 months of Christmas cards, second Thursday of each month, which happened today. We had a great time chatting and visiting. And the third Thursday of each month is our card class, where we make just a different bunch of cards. So you're all welcome to join that from wherever. I can only send kits out to Canada, but you can certainly join from other places. So keep that in mind as well. So I see a number of you here from YouTube. Oh, okay. And I see Faye just signed on Facebook. So that means it is working. Thanks, Faye. I'm never quite sure with technology, as you know. So I'm going to switch totally to my desktop camera. And you can see the annual catalog. And now we can show you the inside. One page that I want to point out, because it helped me, page 77 is a list of all the two-tone cardstocks, and that's not really why it helped me. I've got a few of them, but not very many. But what it is it's listed in rainbow order. So you go from pinks to oranges to yellows to greens to blues to purples. And to help me keep that straight, I have my card samples that I've done. I think I've shown you these before, but just to refresh. And I've cut just a cards sample of each of the cardstocks. And then each year, Stampin' Up! Gives us a suggested combination of colors. And they're changed each year because we have new colors that come each year. So if you're interested in a copy of this, leave me a note in the comments or email me or whatever, because I can download and send this to you. You'll notice the colors aren't perfect from my printer. And they may not be from yours either, but at least the names are there and you can pick and choose. So what I do with those is on the back of these cards, I put the color suggestions or the combination suggestions. So, and then I used this list to insert Strawberry Slush and where was the other one? Timid Tiger, just all through my batch. So that is in my drawer. I use it constantly. So let me know if you're interested in that list of the color combinations from Stampin' Up! In the comments, let me know if you have your catalog, what you like best out of it. And also introduced on May the 6th, I was going to say March, but we're past that, our new May online exclusives. And some of these are just amazing. A lot of us I find in our demonstrator world we buy from here and we buy from here, and some of them do coordinate. So again, don't think that what's in the catalog is all you can get, because there's a lot more in the online store and they can move them in and out faster. And that's why they do that. So please have a look. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help you if I can. Just one thing to point out is that the markers, if you're looking for the new in color markers, this is where they are now. And we suspect that that's probably where they're going to put all the markers eventually. So I don't see any questions about the catalog. Thank you, Faye, for putting my question up. Are you more excited about Mother's Day, May long weekend, or just warmer weather? I'm excited that maybe they'll get forest fires under control in our part of the country. So okay, Betty, I'm not quite sure what oh, you're trying to help Pam with getting on. Okay. I was trying to think, what do you need a picture of me? I'm right here. This is the card I'm going to show you how I made. It's just a really neat fold that Sue Stampfield had shared. So I'm using different colors than that. But Faye, I actually thought of you when I did this because it's got the coffee cup paper. So maybe that one will come to you anyway. So I'm starting out with a base, 8 1/4 by 5, scored at 2 and 4. And I am going to bring the paper trimmer in just to show you those measurements. Plus, I used it for lining things up. So I've measured 8 1/4. I hope. The first one I didn't measure 8 1/4. But lucky I have lots of paper. By 5, and I have scored it at 2 and 4. So I'm going to make the Z fold, which you will notice doesn't quite fold it in half. There's just a little bit of a difference there. And that is so that it will all work out together. When I watched Sue Stampfield's video, she said it took her quite a while to get all these pieces lined up right. So I'm really glad she did. And now she just shared it with us. Then I have a white piece that's 4 by 4 3/4, and that will go in here. I have designer paper at 4 by 3 3/4, and that I'm going to cut diagonally to put part of it on the white. And I am using the paper from this package, the Take to the Sky. Kind of hard to read with all the glaring. 163436. I do believe that is still available. And I'm going to cut this corner to corner, starting in the middle. Hopefully it stayed lined up. And cut both directions so that I don't crinkle the points. So I see a question there quickly about the measurements. They'll all be in my newsletter that comes out on Tuesday. So if you missed the numbers, the replay obviously will be here, but also the newsletter will have a PDF with a link to the video as usual. So I'm just going to attach this to give it a bit of a background. Okay. Should have known that was going to happen like this. Okay. And I don't have words to put in there. So maybe on this one, it will just be handwritten for the white. So I'm leaving, because this is a little bit smaller, it's going to leave a border. And I find I like to pick it up like this, and especially with the liquid glue, I can move it just a little bit to get it placed where I want it. And then I'm going to attach it to the base, the back of the base, I guess I would call it. And okay, then I have 3 pieces of cardstock. I should put them the right way up. Cut, they're all 1 inch. All of these pieces are 1 inch wide. Hello, Carol from New Brunswick. Welcome. And Yvonne, Pam, good to see all your names. I will go back and read all of them and answer all questions afterwards. So the designer paper is cut at 1 by 2 3/4 and 1 by 3 3/4. The cardstock, pardon me, is 1 by 2 1/4, 1 by 3 1/4, and 1 by 4 1/4. And I have embossed the cardstock with, I have it here somewhere to show you, this embossing folder. So you can use any embossing folder. On this particular one, I used the plaid, which worked well with that one. But I wanted something different to show you on this one. So then, once those are cut, what Sue said was you put your adhesive on here and then attach. I put my adhesive on there. It doesn't matter if it's folded out that way. So I'm just going to do that. And then because I want it, now you can't see the way it is. I'm going to change that back fade, if that's okay, to just that one. I can get them out from underneath the table or underneath the paper trimmer. I'm just going to attach each one of them in order. So I've got cardstock. I've got because it's called a stairway, you can see how all of the pieces fit together. And yes, it's using some of our designer paper, as we all talk about how we want to use up what we have so we can buy more, right? Because there are so many new ones. And by having it lined up on my paper trimmer like this, I can hopefully make sure it's all along the edge. And there is our card. Told you it was easy. Now you have to help me because I'm not sure if I should use Night of Navy or Mossy Meadow, which are the 2 colors that are in this designer paper. I find it really helpful to refer to the colors in the designer paper for my cardstock when I use it. So hopefully you do the same. But what I am going to do, I brought in a punch to punch the greeting out, and I brought in silver embossing powder. So tell me, should we do it on green or on blue? And I will. Okay, I've got 1 Night of Navy. And while you're doing that, I will use my embossing buddy on both of them, so I'm ready. And blue, blue, blue. Okay. I wasn't sure because I have the card base is the green. I thought maybe the green, but we'll try the blue. So I'm using, honest, it is an embossing folder or embossing Versamark. The last time I used it, it did still work. So I'm going to try it again. Try not to rock my stamp. And just because we've got time and because I do see a couple Mossy Meadow, I'm going to try that, and we'll do them both. I know Any of you in Alberta or who follow Alberta hockey, probably anxious at 7:30 to be going to watch the Oilers play, but this won't take us long. I've got the heat tool right here, and I love showing heat embossing, as long as I don't knock everything over on my desk. Well, I guess you've got to put the embossing powder on first, right? Were you guys hollering that? How can you do it if you don't put the embossing powder? I keep my embossing powder just in one of these containers. And then I do this with it. We do have an embossing tray available with Stampin' Up. And it comes with a little paintbrush to help you get all the little pieces off if you haven't used the embossing buddy. It comes with an embossing buddy as well. But I find this works in my, I was going to say my kitchen, but you know what I mean, in my craft room. So it's just a regular, it says Flavor Saver. And then I don't have to dump the embossing powder back into the container each time. And the words I've chosen today are, "You are most awesome," from this stamp set. And the that stamp set and dies are carrying forward into the new catalog. So if you don't have them and you want them, you can still get them. So I'm going to now use the heat tool. Like to heat it up a little bit first, and then we watch the magic. And I'll try to check this caught in the desk. There. I've got a big enough piece of paper that I don't have to worry about burning my fingers, but isn't that just still amazed? This was what really excited me when I first saw my friend Karen doing heat embossing like this. It was like, oh my gosh. I made, when the kids were still in school and we got Christmas cards, or Christmas school pictures. I made Christmas cards one year with their picture, and I had a stamp made with their name, just their first name on it, and embossed their name underneath it. So it was a really neat thing to be able to do. So there is my Mossy Meadow one. And here is my Night of Navy. And I don't want to start a fight or anything, but we have green and we have navy. And that's about where I would put it, just so that the paper shows. So again, give me your ideas. And I see Mossy Meadow, I see green. I see blue still. Yeah, well, Pam, I think that's because you and I like blue, right? I want to show you something else in blue as I'm thinking of it. Blue, Mossy Meadow, blue, blue. Okay, we'll use blue. And I'm going to use dimensionals on this. My mind might be changed now with the green. It just shows you that you can do whatever, really. I suppose you could even, well, you don't want to do that because it would show, but I am going to use the Night of Navy. And let me know while I'm doing this, tell me, have you done heat embossing? And excuse me. What is your favorite color? Is it the silver? I like silver on blue. I like gold on red. If I'm doing red or green at Christmas, you'll find me using a lot of gold. But there is our card. So you can see, you can use all designer paper as well if you want for all the steps. So many options. Yes, Carol, I love heat embossing. It is a wonderful technique. So hopefully you'll give it a try, whether you do a card this shape or not, but give some heat embossing a try and share it under this video on my my Facebook page. And I don't know if you can share it in YouTube. Maybe you should try. I can't remember if you can add pictures there, but definitely bring your friends along, and let's keep having this community of sharing our cards and making the world a better place with sending them. So sorry, I'm just reading comments. Betty loves gold on cherry cobbler. Yes, another great idea. And Faye, whoops, are we fighting? white on black cardstock for mixed media. Yes, even white on black. There is a white embossing powder. There is a black embossing powder. So either one of those on any of our cardstock look great together. So I just want to share with you, last week I did One Sheet Wonder 6x6, and I hadn't had time prior to that evening to make these cards, but I did do them afterwards. And these are three with, you take 3 pieces of designer paper, you cut them all at once, and then you mix them up to make 3 different cards. Easy peasy. Put your greeting on it, and you've got 3 cards in a hurry. So just wanted to share that with you. Also in the catalog, wherever I buried it over here, we have new kits, and new kits were shown on May the 6th. This particular kit, Beautiful Blues kit, I was lucky enough, some of you might remember I went to an event in Edmonton with Genevieve Cove from Ontario, our DDM, and she brought this kit for us to make cards with. So you can see it's all got the design on it. You don't have to do anything. We did stamp the greeting and tuck these little cutouts behind. There's embellishments on it. But all of that comes in the kit. So if you're ever wondering about the kits, that is the blue one there. And this one, and I don't remember what kit it's from, but it's even easier. It's just white on white with a couple of pieces of paper in behind, and they're popped up on dimensionals. So kits are a great thing if you just want a quick and easy way to get some cards made. Don't ever think that you can't do cards, because everything's there for you. So then I have the winner from last week's card, because I take all of the comments, whether they're done tonight or whether they're done during the week, YouTube and Facebook. This is the card that I'm going to be giving away. And Pam, you are the winner. So that will be in the mail to you. And I will have one of these in the mail to one of you next week, somewhere along the line. So as always, I'm just going to come back here and add Faye to our group. Thank you, Faye, again for helping out. Thank you all for being here. And please let me know if there's any particular thing you would like me to demo and show you how to make. I love learning things and sharing them with you. So go cheer those Oilers on for me, and we will see you next week. Take care now.